for Chad Mendes, wet trucks for Famez. There's the entry from Mendes. Big right hand from Chad Mendes. If you knew nothing about either fighter, but you know something about fighting, just from the stances, you could tell that Mendes comes from folk-style wrestling and Famez comes from boxing. Mendes low, looking for the level change, ruled a slip from Sam Burgos. Correct decision from Burgos.
Once again, southpaw versus right hand, it's all about getting that foot on the outside. Whoever gets that foot to the outside and steps forward can land that straight punch down the pipe.
Mendes at 5'6", trying to make himself smaller for the entry. Famez at 5'9", trying to make him taller for the upright stance. 1:05 remaining, round number 1. Mendes right hand, left hand off the mark. Sharpshooter jab from Famez. You see he's in the southpaw stance. Famez told us this in our fighter meeting. He's naturally right-handed. He said, my entire camp was to fight southpaw for one purpose, and that was to confuse Chad Mendes.
Great strategy. Feel like his opponent's not going to see that coming because you have a game plan, and if it doesn't go according to that because it's something's different, that might throw you off.
Shuffle step to orthodox, right back to southpaw for Famez.
So I know it's going to sound like a common theme of this entire night, but pushing off that back foot's important here. Mendes got to get inside.
On the left hand, big swing from Mendes. Famez just moving his head off the center line. No soft landings in BKFC. No soft landing for Chad Mendes, one of the greatest fighters of his generation, versus Famez, who said, I am absolutely not the B-side, as B-sides don't exist in BKFC. Very even in round number 1. There is the bell. We move to round 2. Up to scratch, southpaw's Famez. Mendes from ortho, driving pressure to start round number 2.
Like he was throwing a few elbows in there, not just punches.
There's a big left hand from Mendes off the jab. Mendes swinging big and wide. Now Famez coming forward. Mendes again looking for the level change on the overhand. And those are big swings just flying past the head of Famez.
Mendes is coming up just a little bit short on those punches.
Sam Burgos stepping in. Looks like beginner's judo with the hand fighting. These are not beginners, these are high-level fighters. Again, Sam Burgos warning, you cannot grab the hands, the fingers. There's a big right hand.
You get the impression if he lands one of those big punches, it could be big trouble for Famez.
Big right hand. And it's starting to feel his range. Reset it. 45 seconds remaining, round number 2.
It's a good point, Sean. If Famez feels like he's losing the fight, might he decide, I'm tired of this southpaw stance, I'm going to go back to where I'm comfortable, right-handed.
Level change, jab to the body from Chad Mendes. 30 seconds remaining in this second round. Huge right hand and down goes Famez. Beautifully timed by Mendes.
Ooh, nice shot. Like I said, he's throwing these bombs, and if you just get out of the way, you're fine. But as soon as you get hit, you're in trouble. See if Mendes tries to finish the fight right now. Oh, he is trying to. If he lands one of those, it is fight over.
Final seconds, round number 2. Exploding right hand from Chad Mendes to drop Famez in the second round. We will move to round 3.
The first round was good. That round you lost. Now you're down by a knockdown. You have to win this round. So take that shit.
Chad Mendes is not only a supremely talented fighter, he's a supremely cerebral fighter. He was very focused on strategy coming into this fight. Talked about timing his entries, not just throwing recklessly. That was on display with that second round knockdown. Credit to Famez off the canvas, still in a southpaw stance here in round number 3. Almost a smirk on the face of Chad Mendes.
Mendes doing a good job of just waiting for the right time to explode off that back foot like we talked about earlier. There it was. pushing.
The right hand again, pushing off.
Closing that gap so fast.
Volume starting to dissipate from Famez. And there's the hand fighting, and again the warning from Sam Burgos, not missing anything. An open hand, it's the locking the hands, locking the fingers, controlling the wrist that's illegal under this bare knuckle rule set.
He's still wanting. Ooh,
That left just missed.
That left hand, if he hits him with one of those, it's gonna be trouble. What that does when Mendes able to explode it out so fast, it's keeping that jab from being much of a factor. Famez is able to throw as much as I thought he'd be able to.
Mendes, it's subtle, Chris, but he's keeping that left hand open to catch, to parry. Huge right hand! Famez in trouble and down for the second time in this fight. Up at 9 is Famez.
Famez is going to have to start getting off first. He's waiting to counter the entire time. He's not coming forward. He's just waiting for Mendes to come in, trying to counter, but he's not able to land that. Mendes is so fast and explosive.
Closing stages, round number 3. Chad Mendes recording a knockdown in the second round, and again in the third round, we move to round 4.
Sit down. Sit down. Knuckle up.
Round number 4. Chris, Chad Mendes said, above all else, grinding pressure is my key to victory. We're seeing the pressure, but we're seeing a lot of power in the punches of Chad Mendes.
Famez looks like he's got a little bit more determination right now. He has a sense of urgency, I feel like.
Again, credit Famez, almost switched to ortho there, back to southpaw. Dropped twice, and he is still very much in this fight.
He's got to start trying to get off first. He's just waiting to counter, but it's very difficult to counter Chad Mendes. He explodes in so fast. He's got to start working on getting off first.
There's again, continuing the open hand with the left. That is smart strategy. Big left hand turns Famez 360 degrees. That's ruled a slip. Good refereeing from Sam Burgos. Famez took the knee, but without the punch. Now Famez firing back with the left hand. Half-time plum snatch. Big left uppercut that drops Famez for the third time in this fight.
Feldman was pounding on. I'm not sure what that was about.
That's world-class dirty boxing from Chad Mendes in his bare knuckle debut. And again, full credit to Famez off the canvas. More big shots, we might be done. Off the left hand that drops Famez. Sam Burgos stops it. Welcome to Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, Chad Mendes. A phenomenal performance in his debut.
He's showing a lot of power, a lot of ability, and he didn't seem like he had the normal period where you just don't feel like comfortable in there. He felt very comfortable, and looked very comfortable, and I'm not sure he felt. He looked fantastic out there the entire time. And here, just continue to throw hard punches. I mean, he's like a bowler in China shop right here, just pushing his opponent around. I mean, how do you deal with that? That's tough.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Sam Burgos, steps in and calls a stop to the fight at 1 minute 34 seconds into round number 4 for your winner by TKO, Chad Mendes.
Fantastic debut for Chad Mendes. He showed a lot. Came in there, so he's going to be a factor. If he wants to fight anybody, he's right there in title contention already. I feel he's such a good athlete. Came out and just had a lot of power. He's going to be tough to deal with.